welcome. Skillet coming to you guys from X4 Foundations, the accomplished scientist start. Now, before we dive into this video, this should be a shorter video than what we're normally used to. But before we dive into it, we are at the point to start the parented missions. Now, as I said, we'll most likely do this episodically. I'm not sure how the parented missions are going to work up to, well, after a certain point. Because again, we're not going to keep them separate. We're going to unify them, which of course is going to make the Dukes a little sore. We'll have to pirate Prometheus's. Maybe we can garner a rep with them. I honestly don't know how that will work, because, spoiler alert, in the story, we build them a fleet, we build them their HQ and production facilities for ships, and it's a huge money and time sink. You're throwing away your time, you're throwing away your money. Yeah, does it get you ahead and make you focus on being able to get the modules for a shipyard and wharf? Sure it does. Also an equipment dock, but it takes a long time to get those items. Yeah, let me see your blueprints. Build modules. Look at that. That's a lot of money. And you have to get the L class, the S class, and I think I'm not sure about the XL, but you might also have to get the maintenance one or two of them as well. It's just a lot of time. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, hello, autosave. It's just a lot of time and money. But we are getting to that point, and yes. Now, there's going to be another video after this because there are some updates within the universe, and those updates are ongoing. We are going to be sinking a lot of money into a specific military aspect because I'm on the brink of feeling that we need to. And as you go through the video, maybe you can spot why. But now, this video is going to be about the free ships that you can get. So if you're a veteran of the game and you're like, Skillet, I already know that, great. Now, maybe you can correct me on some things, because my mind, these ships are not in a set spot. I do believe there is some variation to it. I will give my reasons for why I think that, but if I'm wrong, put it in a comment. Let me know I'm wrong, because I'd be happy to know. I don't always go for these ships anymore because of the length of time and... Oh my god. Oh, why are you so hurt? It's just peas. Right? Speaking of just peas. Okay, good. We're good. Yeah. That's... my worry here is going to be what's going to be in that update video. All right, back to the free ships. Now, I don't always go for these ships anymore because typically when I'm going into a game or a playthrough, I'll have a plan. What am I going to do in the beginning? This one, we did missions to gain rep, gain money. That's what we did. We garnered the rep for Talati Company the fastest because we did those missions. We already had the player HQ. It was perfect. We did a good job. Other times it's mining crystals. It's doing mining, doing whatever. Honestly, doing the stories if you're doing the Boron, or if you start with the Terrans, you automatically start in a story and you garner money that way or gain money that way. If you do the split, depending on what split story you do, you might be running for your life. Excuse me, a little hiccup. You might be running for your life, or you might actually be taking the fight to the Argon. There's a lot of different things that go into the beginning of games, and my beginnings don't go to these ships anymore. But we're going to go to the first ship. Now, the first ship, a lot of people might be like, oh, that's a great ship because I sell it and I get 8 million, or roughly around 8 million credits back. And that's going to be the Odysseus. Now, I always keep the Odysseus because it's a good player capital ship, especially early on when you don't have a lot of rep, maybe a lot of money. Maybe you just got up to 20 with either the God Realm or HOP, so you could fit the main cannons on the ship. Now, the ship has decent range. It's a very good sniper for the Ks. You can really use it to take down or save stations, or take down or save a station. You can sit back. This one doesn't have its main turret or its main armament. But with the ship, you can sit back and you can just lob your projectiles. It's roughly, I think it's nine. Oh my gosh, I can't even think of the words. Come on, Skillet, you're better than this, right? Let's see here. Oh, it's 10. Effective range is 10. Which is good because this would be the third longest range. First one's going to be the Asgard, and then it should be the Ray, and then it's going to be the Odysseus. So you can use this, and what we will use this for, hint, hint, is going to be the Bombard command for our L-class fleet. Right now, that L-class fleet has some M-class with torpedo launchers, which are using the Bombard command to go after Ks or Is to help support the L-class fleet. But once we get the Odysseus, that's what we'll use the Odysseus for. Odysseus will sit back, it will launch missiles, it'll be able to bring superior firepower onto the target at distance, while the others close in and harass the K or the I. We should be fine with a relatively small L-class fleet with a few M-class support ships for bombardment purposes. But that's what this ship's good for, sniping. Now, if you do go back into the repertoire of YouTube videos, roughly around about, 2-3 years ago, there was a video where I, in the free Odysseus, took down an eye. Now, I did that in conjunction with another ship, and that's the Perseus. That's another ship that you can get for free. Now, if you're, zoom out. There we go. It's going to be roughly in this spot. So, somewhere just off the center, towards the northeast.
I have come to the end of my research.
Perfect. Now, every time I've come to this ship, the Perseus, there's always been a battle with the Pyramid Boys and the Xenon. You could help the Xenon, you could help the Pyramid Boys, and then go for the ship. It's up to you, but I've always had that encounter at the same time I've come across this ship. Now, in that battle where I took down the Eye with the Odysseus, I had the Perseus. Now, the Perseus is a great ship because it's speedy, especially for a player ship. One that is a decent fighter. Now, downside here is you only have one shield slot and you have 2 weapon slots. And don't worry about the mines in the background because those mines they don't see you as a threat. So you can go through the sector, pick the ship, and then leave. This one has Talati combat engines, looks like. It'll have probably an Argon shield. And I think this one has a moon charger. Looking at the butt again, I think it has a moon charger and a pulse laser as well. But it's a decent ship. You could fit it out how you want to. But what we did is we took the Perseus, we laid down a bunch of laser towers, and then we waited for the eye to get into the field of laser towers, which the laser towers helped disable the engines on the eye. We got back to the Odysseus and we sat back and we just hammered that eye to death. It did die. We did get it. Yes, us. Yes, we did it. And that's probably the only time I've ever defeated an eye with an Odysseus and with laser towers. Because eyes are scary. They are the dread of the universe. Now, a problem with this Odysseus is just the sector of faulty logic 7. I'm never going to encourage you to go get the ship on your own. Technically, you can, but this sector has clouds of xenon mines. If you do it, and this has happened to me, you have a chance of running into the mines, disabling your ship, and being a sitting duck for any xenon that come across you. Now, what happened to me was I got disabled right at the highway. Yeah, wasn't fun. Now, depending on how the HOP are dealing with the xenon, you might want to make sure that this gate is clear. That is a few amount of ships here. A few amount of ships. But after that, you could have somebody claim the Odysseus for you. You could have them fly it out, because mines don't work while you're in sector. Or I'm sorry, well, the mines don't work while you're out of sector. That's the Odysseus. That's the Perseus. And I do believe there's a little bit of variation where the ships land, and my reasoning behind that, or the way I think of that, is because of this last one here. The Osprey. I can't think of a time where this Osprey has been so far southwest of this gate. I just can't. I thought it was roughly in this area. It wasn't. I saw some stations. Went to these stations. Guess what I found? I found the Osprey. Perfect. But the Osprey is a flying brick. Now, a long time ago, 2 years ago, we did a video on missile frigates where I said, oh, why don't we use the Osprey to launch torpedoes? And it's gonna be great. Well, yeah, no. I'm gonna tell you now that video is old. It's dated. You don't want to watch that video, mainly because it's a brick. My experience after that video and through the testing was that bricks are easy to be shot at while going to engage. They're not all coming home, buddy. They're not. I think we lost. I think in that video we had 3. I think once I had everything done and ready, I had 5, and we lost. I think we lost 2 in quick succession, and I said, you know what? There's a better way. And I think it's really the Nemesis, because you have 5 weapon slots. And that's why we went with the Nemesis earlier in the series. But not currently are we using the Nemesis for that, for bombarding. It's a brick. It could be a good ship for you to use to deploy static laser tower defense on a gate. The Osprey does hold the most deployables out of M-class ships or frigates. It does hold 100. I think the other ones are, what, 70, 75, 80 maybe? So it can hold quite a few. And I do believe this one has some variation of where it is. Again, if I'm wrong in that, let me know. Put it in a comment. But that's the free ships. Now, you could do what you want with these ships. You can go get them, you can sell them, you can use them. Either way, there's going to be a benefit for you. You keep the Odysseus, you're a sniper. You snipe K's out of the sky like it's nothing. You use the Perseus. You're quick, you're nimble, you're plopping down those advanced satellites, the resource probes, you're getting out of the Xenon's way. They can't catch you. Or maybe you have an AI pilot do it. Maybe you add it to your fleet. Who knows? Sell it to the pirates, maybe. You could always do that. Heck, sell the Osprey to the pirates. Because, you know, it's a brick. Yeah. But that's going to be Skillet. That's going to be me signing out for now. What's coming is going to be a lot bigger. We have 26 million right now, which is down. We're going to go over things within the update video, which will be coming out this week. I want to just have a little interlude. I'm not gone. Things are going in the galaxy. Things are taking my focus, and I'm getting a little worried. You see that I have now entered into Mountainous Misfortune. You can probably assume where this is going to go. But we will be starting the Paranid missions real soon. So stay tuned for that. Again, episodically, it's going to be great. But this is going to be Skillet signing out for now. I will see you guys again. I hope you have a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, whenever you watch this. I'll see you again.